What is going on, guys? Liza over here at Pondering Creations Farm. Welcome back to my channel. We have a lot of new people over here the past couple weeks, and I just wanted to welcome you all. We are actually an aquatic plant and fish farm and a homestead, and today we're going to be bringing you guys a homestead tour. Even though it's not the most beautiful time of year, it is not covered in snow, and we have a lot of new projects that we just finished and lots of new babies on the farm, and I figured why not? So let's get started. This was just covered in bees when I walked over here, and of course they're gone now that I'm over here to film. But this area we have not done anything with yet. We still have the winterization going in the pond, but hopefully next week or the week after, the weather will start being nice and we'll be able to leave the pond on. I think we're getting another snowstorms tomorrow, so we haven't really turned anything on yet, not our pond and definitely not our customers' ponds either. My husband runs a landscape company that specializes in installing and maintaining ponds throughout the state of Connecticut, and we actually run an aquatic plant and fish farm, and we also homestead. So welcome to our property. This is our backyard. We are open here at the store. We converted our old carriage house into a store, and we are open weekends, May to December, on Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 5. And you can't start a homestead tour without showing the actual homestead. So this is our old farmhouse, money pit of a farmhouse, I should add. And if you've been following us, or maybe you want to go back and look at some of our holiday videos, we do big things for Halloween and Christmas, and we're actually going to have to start getting our Easter stuff done here pretty soon. So stay tuned for that. So here we are right next to the store, and it's a little bit messy right now here, but we have where we sell our fish out of. Remember I said we were an aquatic plant and fish farm. Aquatic troughs with all different kinds of stuff. I usually set up my lilies over here, and then the fruit garden, which is where we're headed now. This is our fruit garden. Strawberry patch, there's asparagus in here. It's actually like a perennial garden that we have planted with things that come back every year, like chives and strawberries, asparagus, chamomile, catnip. There's a lot of medicinals that are going to be going in here this year. And then this year, up here in the front and in the blue tub is where I did my garlic. So this year we moved the garlic into here. You can also see our beehive is in here. My husband is absolutely obsessed, and we are going to be expanding our hive this year, and we're going to be doing it. Actually, I think we decided to put it up on top of our chicken coop, which I am super excited about. We really expanded this garden this year, and even where we're walking right here, I had planted last year some oregano and just let these strawberries kind of come over and take over this pathway. So yeah, it's going to be out of control this year, and it's crazy for what it looks like now because you'd never know. These girls are pretty amazing, and even though you'd think we'd sit by that pond a lot, we're back here on the farm with the animals all the time, and these bees are just so cool to watch. You can watch their flight patterns. I mean, they're just amazing. So once we had the fruit garden and then we had our chicken coop, it was just nice and easy for us to take this piece and make this another area with this little barn that one of our friends gave us. Right now we have our buck in here, and he can go all the way around the fruit garden, which keeps it nice and weed free. Even though we normally free range the chickens, we have just reseeded our pasture a little bit with some white clover, and I actually planted out this area here with a bunch of quinoa for them. So I was just keeping them locked up until stuff starts to sprout. But here is Toby, and his pen goes all the way back so that he can see the ladies back here. For those of you that have actually been here, you'll remember that this used to be our goat pen, and this is our first permaculture garden that we just re-fenced actually just like a couple days ago. My husband and I did it, and this is going to be where we put all the tomatoes and squashes, gourds, and some stuff like that. Here is our newest addition to this little hangout area that we have here by the sheep, and it is our hammock, and I'm so excited to have this because now you can come back here and take a nap with the sheep. I just did a video about building this shed as one of our most recent videos. So I'm not really going to get into it, but I will tell you that it's not under snow anymore, obviously. So we will take a walk back and see what all the fuss is about. And what the sheep actually have back here, it's a nice big pasture. There's another gate that we're gonna attach to the next pasture, and then there is what we call the summer cabin, which is where the goats are right now, that I'll take you over to. Normally I would let the turkeys out and let them free range, but they are actually laying eggs these past couple days, and we do want to try to hatch some new babies. What's up, Miss Rowe? Are you the sweetest sheep ever? You the sweetest sheep? They just want me to open the door and let them free range because we let them do that the other day, and they know that there's trees that they can nibble out there. But that's the point. We don't want them to nibble any trees. There's another little area that I haven't talked about yet, but this is actually where we let our broody mamas go to hatch out their babies. And I actually just reseeded this whole thing, once again with the quinoa seeds. It does great for cold weather germination, and that stuff will get going here in a couple days, and it'll be great because I'll be able to put the mama and her babies in here, and by the time they hatch, they'll have something to eat. Here is the look at our garden over here on this side. This is the garden that I'm going to be taking care of this year. And actually, I just planted a bunch of stuff yesterday, and we got a big heavy rain last night, so that's great. Everything got watered in, but there's nothing even sprouting yet. And it's all cold weather stuff that I did so far. So there's nothing really to show you. Welcome to our messy greenhouse. It's actually an aquatic greenhouse. So what we grow is fish and aquatic plants, but I also do a lot of veggie gardening in here just because it's that time of year. And it's also storage come winter, so we do have a lot of messy stuff in here. But we have a lot of things growing from last year. And this actually garden over here is planted up for the first time. And that has a lot of cold weather stuff and lettuce and stuff like that. Then we have carrots growing from last year. I have a big open space here because I'm going to be doing some broccoli and cauliflower and stuff like that. Over here, we've got some stuff growing for last year mostly, and some lettuce there in the back. And then in this garden here, it's more stuff from last year, and then some stuff that is just like going to be done in 30 days because these two beds are going to be our pepper beds. But I've got a lot more stuff to plant up, and everything is prepped and ready to go for the season, even though the weather is not necessarily cooperative. The goats, you might remember Buddy. He was our bottle baby. He was born here on the farm 4 years ago. His mom lived here, and then she actually went back and lived with the dad at her original farm. But they are adorable. Guys, make sure you like this video and subscribe to our channel, and we will see you guys on the next one. We release our videos Sundays at 11, so be sure to join us. You never know what you're going to get. Hopefully we're going to get some pond content soon. I know that we're going to be opening our pond next week, so we will definitely be taking you that. Hey, no biting, Freshie. All right, have a great one, guys.